It's always there inside us, just out of the view. It is our shadow. Magandang araw and welcome sa Beautiful Life. Ang ibabahagi ko sa inyo ngayon ay tungkol sa tinatawag na shadow in us. The shadow is a psychological term for everything we cannot see in ourselves. According to psychology, ang shadow ay ang panig ng ating pagkatao na naglalaman ng lahat ng mga bahagi ng ating sarili na hindi natin nais or ayaw nating aminin na meron tayo. Sa madalit salita, ito yung madilim na bahagi ng ating pagkatao. Most of us go to great lengths to protect our self-image from anything unflattering or unfamiliar. At kaya mas madaling pagmasdan ng anino ng iba o yung mali sa iba or mali sa kanilang pagkatao kaysa kilalanin natin ang sarili nating madilim na anino or aminin natin ang mga mali sa pagkatao natin. Sa ibang tao, pwedeng ang kanilang shadow ay naglalaman ng mga classic elements tulad ng sadness, galit, katamaran, cruelty, or anything na negatibo sa pagkatao. Pwede rin sabihin natin na personal power. Ikaw bilang tao, meron din ganito or ibang pananaw or ibang klase ng shadow. Pwedeng ang shadow mo ay emotional sensitivity na hindi mo pinapaalam sa ibang tao. Pwedeng pagiging independent. And of course, personal power. Maraming sangay o maraming bagay ang pumapaloob sa tinatawag na shadow. Hindi natin maaalis ang shadow sa atin. No matter how nice or happy someone may seem, they have a shadow side like anyone else. So bawat isa sa atin, bawat isang tao, meron talaga tayong tinatawag na shadow side. The term shadow was made popular by Carl Jung. He saw it as the uncivilized, even primitive side of our nature as human. Carl Jung believed that we needed to fully see this dark side of ourselves if we were to be a fully integrated human. Carl Jung didn't feel it was just individuals who had shadows. He also talked of the collective shadow, where people united their shadows in groups or as societies. He saw this as a very great danger to civilization when a collective shadow was projected. Minsan sa atin, no, bilang tao, madali tayong humusga sa kapwa natin pag may nagagawang mali or yung tinatawag natin na masama yung kanyang pagkatao. Pero hindi natin alam, lahat tayo ay meron yung tinatawag na evil side. Kahit gaano ka pa kabait, kahit pare, pastor, ministro, lahat yan may tinatawag na dark side o yung shadow ayon kay Carl Jung. So, ang isa sa mga binahagi ni Carl Jung sa kanyang pag-aaral, yung tinatawag din na collective shadow. Ito yung group of people na may mga iniisip or binabalak or mga ginagawang masama para sa ibang tao. Tulad ng mga grupo ng mga nananakit or grupo ng mga terorista, yan. Collective shadow ang tawag ni Carl Jung sa ganon. Yung united shadow na pinagkakaisa nila yung kanilang adhikain na magdulot ng kasamaan sa maraming tao. So individually, ulitin ko lang, ayon sa pag-aaral nga ni Carl Jung, siya yung nag-aral nito na sa kanya to, very popular sa kanya tong shadow, na lahat tayo may tinatawag na dark side. Dapat pa ba nating alamin o dapat ba nating malaman ang ating dark shadow? Why do we need to know our shadow? When we recognize and face our shadow, we can become more whole and balanced. Pag alam natin at kinilala natin yung dark side natin, mas maiintindihan natin yung ugali natin. Mas malalaman natin bakit ganun tayo nagbe-behave. At the same time, nami-minimize natin. At medyo nape-prevent natin na makasakit ng kapwa. Either sa pagsasalita mo, sa kilos o galaw mo, medyo nagkakaroon ka ng paglilinaw kung paano mo maiiwasan na magamit yung dark side mo. Kaya mahalaga na malaman at unawain natin ano ba yung dark side na meron tayo. For example, if we accept and face our anger, we can then set better boundaries. And if we fully accept our sadness, we can also feel joy more fully and are more likely to find a middle ground of contentment than be stuck in one side of the emotional spectrum. Mas magkakaroon din tayo ng mas maayos na relasyon sa ibang tao or sa kapwa natin pag alam natin at naiintindihan natin yung ating shadow. Knowing our shadow side will also improve our relationship to other people. What we can accept and understand about ourselves, we are then more able to accept and understand other people. Kung napanood nyo yung or pinanood nyo yung Avatar, The Last Airbender, yung animation, yung pagkatao ni Zuko, no, yung anak ni Fire Lord, doon pumapasok yung shadow. Hindi niya naiintindihan yung sarili niya, yung galit, saan nanggagaling yung galit, at yung kanyang uncle, no, si Uncle Iroh niya, yun yung nag-guide sa kanya kung paano niya maiintindihan at maunawaan yung pagkatao niya. Saan ba nanggagaling yung galit? Saan nanggagaling yung puot? At the end, no, doon sa season 3, doon sa later part na ng season 3, doon mas naunawaan na ni Zuko kung sino talaga siya. At nung hinarap niya na si Aang at humingi siya ng tawad sa mga nagawa niyang pagkakasala, doon niya na nalaman at doon niya na nabalance yung kanyang emotion. Kaya importante na malaman natin kung ano yung meron tayo sa dark side natin para alam natin kung ano yung mga gagawin natin at mas magkaroon tayo ng maayos na paikitungo sa ibang tao. If you feel uncreative in life, working to understand your shadow might help. Carl Jung connected the shadow to the creativity. Perhaps, the more free we feel emotionally, the more free we are in the ways that we think and accomplish things. Note that when we repress and deny things about ourselves, they do not disappear. Rather, they can grow in power and cause us more and more difficulties. Often, our repressed shadow side will do this via what is known as psychological projection. Ito rin yung nangyari kay Zuko, no, doon sa series ng cartoons na Avatar, The Last Airbender. Sobrang na-repress or masyadong naano yung galit niya, no, masyadong malalim yung galit niya. Kaya nagkaroon siya ng tinatawag na psychological projection. So kay Aang niya nilabas, so si Aang yung parang nag-project ng galit niya. So every time na nakikita niya si Aang, hanggat hindi niya nahuhuli si Aang, yung galit niya hindi mawala-wala. An example of psychological projection in pertaining to shadow, you might feel that everyone around you is lazy and selfish. The reason you never get ahead in life is because they are all too self-absorbed to help you. If you look at yourself honestly, you would likely feel it's you yourself who have a tendency to be self-centered and inactive. So, pag sinabi natin psychological projection, pagdating sa shadow, biniblame natin yung ibang tao kung bakit hindi tayo nagiging successful sa buhay. Halimbawa, imbis na, another na example is, imbes na mag-aral kang mabuti, hindi ka nag-aaral mabuti, kasi ang ginagamit mong dahilan ay hindi ka naman tinutugunan or hindi ka naman sinusuportahan ng iyong magulang or ng mga tao. So, ginagamit mong reason yon. Kaya hindi mo pagbubutihin. Kasi dahil sa kanila, hindi ka makapag-aral ng maayos. Which will, in fact, pwede ka naman mag-aral ng maayos. Dahil sarili mo namang buhay yan at ikaw yung gumagawa. So, yun yung isa sa mga example ng psychological projection pagdating sa shadow. Whatever qualities we deny in ourselves, we see in others. In psychology, this is called projection. Kaya ginamit ko yung term kanina na psychological projection. So yun yung term na ginagamit sa psychology. We project unto others anything we bury within us. If, for example, you get irritated when someone is rude to you, it is a good bet you haven't owned your own rudeness. This doesn't mean the person isn't being rude to you. However, if rudeness wasn't in your shadow self, someone else's rudeness wouldn't bother you so much. This process doesn't happen consciously. We aren't aware of our projections. Another thing is that our false identities of being good keep us from connecting to our shadow. These psychological projections distort reality, creating a thick boundary between how we view ourselves and how we behave in reality. Ito yung patuloy mong pinapakita sa ibang tao, no? Patuloy mong inilalabas yung sarili mo na mabuti ka at mabait, na hindi mo ina-acknowledge yung dark side mo. Kaya hindi mo nababalance yung sarili mo at yung pagkatao mo. Ito rin yung isang reason kung bakit may mga tao minsan na nahihirapan silang kilalanin yung sarili nila. Yun yun. May parte yun sa pagkatao na hindi nila ina-acknowledge yung dark side. Na lahat sa tao pinapakita nila na sila ay mabuti. Hindi nila ina-acknowledge na sila din ay hindi perpektong tao. Ayon kay Robert Johnson, and I quote, "Unless we do conscious work on it, the shadow is almost always projected. That is, it is neatly laid on someone or something else, so we do not have to take responsibility for it." End of quote. So how to know your shadow? Paano natin malalaman yan? No? First things first, usually yan yung unang-una mong kinakaharap pag nakipag-usap ka sa isang psychologist or registered guidance counselor or someone who knows this particular topic. Yan yung usually na unang haharap sa iyo, lalo na kung gusto mo lang sana magpa-counsel. Usually yan yung unang bubungad sa usapan. The creation of safe space where you can talk openly to that person or to the psychologist is the best thing na pwedeng mangyari, na little by little mailalabas mo at may papaliwanag sa iyo kung ano yung sitwasyon na kinakaharap mo at kung ano yung mga dapat mong gawin. But nevertheless, mas maganda na yung taong kakausapin mo dapat hindi malapit sa iyo. Hindi mo siya kilalang kilala. Yung walang ugnayan sa buhay mo para mas maging open ka at maging mas maayos yung paikipag-usap mo sa kanya. Other ways to access your shadow include journaling and working with your dreams and the archetypes you find in them. Of course, looking at what you are constantly blaming others for tends to be a direct route to your shadow. What are the things you like least in other people? Yan. First question, for example. Does the characteristic exist within you too? Second question. Can you think of an example even or when you did something similar? Third question. Yan yung mga tanong na magpapa-identify kung ano yung shadow na meron ka. It is important when working to recognize and understand your shadow side, you do not over-identify with it. If you're going through a period of low self-esteem or depression, for example, it's not the time to indulge in shadow work because you are not in the headspace to recognize your strengths. This is why it can be wise to do shadow work with proper support in place. So, pag sinabi natin shadow work, ito yung inaalam mo na, ina-identify mo na kung ano yung shadow mo. So, the best thing, dapat may support ng ng yung dapat yung place dapat maayos. So kung sakaling gagawin mo yung shadow work or gusto mong kilalanin yung dark side mo, dapat hindi yung nasa stage ka ng self-esteem or yung masyadong mababa yung emotion mo or may anxiety ka or may depression kasi hindi siya magwo-work. Exploring our shadow side, however, give us tremendous opportunities for growth and development. Ngayon, ibabahagi ko naman sa inyo yung benefits ng shadow work, no? Ano ba ang benefits pag nalaman natin kung ano talaga yung dark side natin? Unang-una, it improve relationships. As you integrate your shadow side and come to terms with your dark half, you see yourself more clearly. You become more grounded, human, and whole. Pag tinanggap mo at naintindihan mo at naunawaan mo na yung dark side mo, mas madali mo ring naiintindihan at naunawaan yung dark side ng ibang tao. So, hindi ka agad nagagalit, hindi nagtitrigger yung bad behavior mo. Pag alam mong hindi maganda yung pinapakita sa'yo, nung taong kaharap mo, mas naiintindihan mo at mas nakikipag-usap ka ng maayos. One good example of this is yung sinisiraan ka, ginagawa ka ng masasamang kwento, binabackstab ka. Pag nalaman mo kung sino yung gumagawa nun sa'yo, hindi ka agad nagagalit, hindi mo agad minumura or hindi mo agad sinusugod yung tao. Mas naiintindihan mo yung sitwasyon at nape-prevent mo yung sarili mo na makipag-away or ilabas yung galit mo or gumante. So, improve relationship. Yan yung isa sa benefits pag alam mo yung dark side mo. You may notice an improvement in your relationship also with your friends, family members. Yan, yung mga nakakasalamuha mo sa araw-araw. Yan ang isa sa mga benefits ng shadow work. Next is yung tinatawag natin na clearer perception or mas malinaw na pananaw or pagtingin sa mga nangyayari. In seeing others and yourself as you are, you'll have a cleaner lens with which to view the world. Yan, mas malinaw mong nakikita yung mga sitwasyon, no? Yung mga nangyayari. As you integrate your shadow self, you're approaching your authentic self, which gives you a more realistic assessment of who you are. Okay, ito rin yung na-mention ko kanina. Doon sa mga tao na nahihirapan na malaman kung sino talaga sila, kung ano ba talagang purpose nila in life, ano ba talagang pagkatao meron sila. So yung shadow work, makakatulong siya for you to understand yourself better. Yan, yung assessment mo sa sarili mo, mas realistic. You won't perceive yourself as being too big or too small. Hindi mo siya nakikita na parang katamtama lang ang tingin mo sa sarili mo lagi, nababalance mo siya. When you're self-aware, you can assess your environment more accurately. You'll see others and evaluate situation with greater clarity, compassion, and understanding. And then next, the benefits ng shadow works is yung tinatawag natin na enhanced energy and physical health. Yan, according kay Carl Jung, pag ikaw ay nag-undergo ng shadow work, you will liberate a tremendous reservoir of energy. You were unconsciously investing in protecting yourself. This can improve your physical, mental, and emotional health. Shadow work can bring your inner strength and greater sense of balance, making you better equipped to take a life's challenges. Yun yung isa sa benefits ng shadow work. Mas gumaganda, mas gumagaan yung pakiramdam mo mentally and physically. Lahat nung iniisip mo, lahat ng agam-agam mo, lahat ng doubts mo, lahat yun nagagawa mo ng paraan na re-resolve mo. Yun yung tinatawag na nababalance mo yung buhay mo. Balancing of life. Another is psychological integration and maturity. Okay? Pag patuloy mo kasing dinideny yung shadow mo, mas lalong nare-repress yung sarili mo, yung bahagi sa sarili mo. Hindi nagkakaroon ng kabuuan yung pagkatao mo. How can we feel a sense of wholeness and balance with a divided mind? Integrating the shadow brings one step closer to realizing a sense of wholeness. It's a critical step to achieve mature adulthood. Kaya importante na maramdaman natin or mag-work talaga or ma-identify natin at tanggapin natin kung ano yung shadow natin for psychological integration and maturity. Greater creativity. Yan. One of the greatest benefits of Carl Jung's shadow work is that it unlocks more of creative potential sa isang tao. Mas nagiging creative ka, mas nagiging malawak kasi ang thinking mo. Mas naiintindihan mo yung sarili mo, mas naiintindihan mo yung mga bagay-bagay sa paligid mo. Kaya minsan nakakagawa ka ng mga creative things, nakakapag-isip ka ng creative things. Yan yung isa sa pinaka magandang benefits or ng shadow work, yung greater creativity. Okay? So yan yun. Yan yung lima yan actually. Lima yung benefits ng shadow work. So, yung binahagi ko sa inyo ngayon, tungkol sa pagkilala kung ano ba yung shadow at kung ready ba tayo na kilalanin yung sarili natin na mas malalim na alamin kung ano yung dark side natin. So, ang tanong, are you ready to know and understand your dark side? I hope you are. Okay? Kasi talagang makakatulong yan sa'yo, makakatulong yan sa pagiging ikaw. At mas lalo mong maiintindihan yung sarili mo. At mas lalo magiging parang masarap yung pakiramdam mo. At the end of the day, yan yung tinatawag ko na beautiful life, harmony of life. Okay, so yan yung shadow. Maraming salamat ulit sa inyo ha. I hope may naintindihan kayo. I hope may naunawaan kayo sa topic na diniscuss ko ngayon tungkol sa shadow. Kung sakaling may mga comment kayo, may mga question kayo, please mag-comment lang kayo. Kung may mga tanong paglilinaw na gusto nyo pang malaman pertaining sa topic na to, please mag-comment lang kayo and then I'll try my best na i-PM kayo to respond kung ano yung gusto nyong linawin or kung may mga tanong kayo pertaining sa topic na to ng shadow. So muli, maraming salamat sa pakikinig, maraming salamat sa panonood. This is Ems once again. Lagi nating tatandaan, ang sarap-sarap mabuhay. Lalo na kung alam mo kung paano mabuhay. We only die once, but we always live every day of our life. Beautiful life, harmony of life. See you on my next vlog.